Welcome to Unit 4D. I'm Jim, so am I. Look at the picture of the two men. They look the same. They are brothers. They are twins. We call twins who look the same identical twins. Look at the picture of the family. There's a mother, father, two sons, and a daughter. The daughter comes from a different family. She was adopted by this family. We're going to read about two men, both called Jim. They also are identical twins. They were adopted by two different families. Answer the following questions from the article on the previous page about the two men named Jim. 1. Who are Jim Springer and Jim Lewis? Number 2. Why didn't they know each other? And finally, number 3. When did they meet? Please stop the video, read the article, and answer the questions in your book. Let's check our answers. Who are Jim Springer and Jim Lewis? They are two identical twins. Why didn't they know each other? Because they were adopted by two different families. When did they meet? They met for the first time when they were 40 years old. Listen to the dialogue and fill in the missing words. For a clue, look at the sentence before and the highlighted word.
Hi, I'm Jim. So am I. Great to meet you. Are you married, Jim? Yes, well, I've been married twice. Yeah? So have I. Do you have any children? I have one son. So do I. What's his name? James. That's amazing. My son's name is James, too. Did you go to university, Jim? No, I didn't. Neither did I. I was a terrible student. So was I. What do you like doing in your free time, Jim? I like making things, especially with wood. That's incredible. So do I. But I don't do any exercise at all. Look at me. Don't worry. Neither do I. Do you smoke? Yes. I smoke Salem cigarettes. So do I. What car do you have? A Chevrolet. Me too. Let's go and have a drink. What beer do you drink? Miller Lite. So do I.
Please stop the video and fill in the missing words in your book. Let's check our answers. So am I, so have I, so do I, neither did I, so was I, so do I, neither do I, so do I, and so do I. Look at the dialogue on the previous page and write one phrase the twins use when they have something positive in common and one phrase the twins use when they have something negative in common. Let's check some answers. When the twins have something positive in common, they use the phrases, so do I, so have I, so was I. When the twins had something negative in common, they use the phrase, neither did I, or neither do I. Look at the dialogue. A, I love football. B says, so do I. A says, I went to university. B says, so did I. A says, I'm not married. B, neither am I. A, I don't smoke. B says, neither do I. Look at question number 1. Does B love football? Yes or no? Did B go to university? Yes or no? Is B married? Yes or no? Does B smoke? Yes or no? Please stop the video and answer the questions in your book. Let's check our answers. Does B love football? Yes. Did B go to university? Yes. Is B married? No. Does B smoke? No. We use so do I, neither do I, to say that you have something in common with somebody. We use so plus auxiliary plus I with positive sentences. I love football. I went to university. I'm happy. We use neither plus auxiliary plus I with negative sentences. I'm not married. I don't smoke. I'm not hungry. The auxiliary you use depends on the tense. I love football, present tense, so do I. I didn't like the film, past tense, neither did I. I can swim, so can I. I wasn't very tired, neither was I. I've been to Spain, so have I. I wouldn't like to go there, neither would I. Let's look at a few more examples. A, does like football. B, does like football. Agree, positive, present tense. So do I. Doesn't like basketball. A. B, doesn't like basketball. Negative, doesn't. So neither do I. Went shopping yesterday. Went shopping yesterday. We are looking at the past, verb number 2. So we use did. So did I. We'll go watch a movie tomorrow. We'll go watch a movie tomorrow. Will is the auxiliary. So will I. Has never lived in Bangkok. Has never lived in Bangkok. Agree. Never is negative. So neither have I. Would like to be a singer. Would like to be a singer. Would. Positive. So would I. Complete B's answer with an auxiliary. Look at A's answer for a guide. Remember, I've is short for I have, and I'd is short for I would. Saw is verb number 2, so we need to use the auxiliary for past tense. Please stop the video and answer the questions in your book. Let's check our answers. So am I, neither did I, so was I, neither do I, so have I, neither can I, so would I, so did I. Okay, another grammar exercise. Please write person B's response to person A. Say that you are the same. Use so ... I or neither ... I. For example, A says, I don't like whiskey. So this is negative, so we use neither. Present tense, so use do. Neither do I. Now complete questions 1 to 7. Please stop the video and answer the questions in your book. Let's check our answers. Number 1, we positive present tense, so do I. Number 2, negative, neither. We have am, neither am I. Number 3, positive, past tense, went, so did I. Negative, have, neither have I. Negative, don't, neither do I. Number 6, we are positive and can, so can I. Number 7, a little bit more tricky. It's positive, but have here is the main verb, not the auxiliary verb, so it's present tense. So do I. Complete the conversation with the words from the box. So, would, neither, were. Look at the sentence before to give you a guide. I'm going to that lecture on finding about your family. Am. Now, please stop the video and answer the questions in your book. Let's check our answers. This is negative. Neither am I. This is positive. So do I. Were. So were mine. Remember, I'd is short for I would. So would I. Read the text on the following page and answer the questions. Number 1, who reunited the two Jims? What did Dr. Bouchard want to find out? What was he very surprised by? What are their sons and their dogs called? What do they both do for their wives? What does Dr. Bouchard believe as a result of the two Jims? Please stop the video and answer the questions in your book. Let's check our answers. Who reunited the two Jims? Jim Springer and Jim Lewis were reunited after 40 years by Dr. Thomas Bouchard. What did Dr. Bouchard want to find out? He was investigating how much of our personality depends on our genes. What was he very surprised by? Dr. Bouchard was amazed by how many things the twins had in common. What are their sons and their dogs called? Jim Springer's son is called James Allen, and Jim Lewis's son is called James Allen. They both have dogs called Toy. What do they both do for their wives? They have the same romantic habit of leaving little love letters for their wives around the house. What does Dr. Bouchard believe as a result of the two Jims? Dr. Bouchard is convinced that genes are probably much more important in determining our personality and preferences than people used to think. Complete the phrases with these words: as, both, like, neither, so, similar. For example, Jim Springer looks exactly like Jim Lewis. Now complete questions 2 to 6, please. Please stop the video and answer the questions in your book. Let's check our answers. Jim Springer's son has the same name as Jim Lewis's son. The two Jims both have dogs. Jim Springer likes baseball, and so does Jim Lewis. Jim Lewis doesn't like basketball, and neither does Jim Springer. Dr. Bouchard didn't expect them to be so similar to each other. Finally, let's look at question time. Look at statement number 1. I like going on holiday. If you agree, you say, so do I. But if you don't agree, the answer's not, neither do I. It's the opposite. Something like, I don't like going on holiday. Look at statement number 2. I don't speak Chinese. If you agree, the answer is, neither do I. But if you don't agree, then your answer should be something like, I speak Chinese. Look at statements 3, 4, and 5 and write answers agree or don't agree for each. Please stop the video and answer the questions in your book. Let's check our answers. I love the weekend. If you agree, so do I. But if you don't agree, I don't love the weekends, or something similar. I don't know what to do tonight. If you agree, neither do I. But if you don't agree, you need to say the opposite. I know what to do tonight. And finally, I want to speak English well. If you agree, so do I. But if you don't agree, I don't want to speak English well. Thank you. This is the end of the video.